Hello everyone, and welcome back to another daily plan with me. Now honestly, I didn't even know that I was going to be able to film this video. It is Thursday afternoon and we have had some pretty bad storms today, although now the sun is out like full blast. I just didn't know what the weather was going to look like, so I was like, oh, I might have to delay this to Saturday, but I'm glad that I haven't had to do that. So here we are. So I have been, of course, loving my Plum paper daily. I also switched which pen I am using in here, and I have started using the Sarasa dry pen. You can get it, it's going to kind of be hard to see, but you can actually get this over at Cloth and Paper. I'm sure that you can also get it from Jet Pens as well, but I got mine from Cloth and Paper. I will be sure to leave a link down below in the description. This is like magic on the Plum paper. It dries quickly, it writes really well. It says it's a 0.5, but I'm going to tell you guys right now it writes more like a 0.7. So I have really been liking it. I started using it on Saturday, so almost a full week now in here, and I've really been loving it. I've also been experimenting with using a few more stickers. Honestly, what I have been doing is just grabbing like a bunch of like leftover samplers and stuff from like Christian Designs, because that's just what works for me. I'm not really sure that I'm not going to say that I will never use like the Daily Duo kits or anything like that. It's just not something that I'm using right now. I never say never when it comes to planner stuff. So there's all that. Let me get that off of there. Let's see. So we are planning for Friday, tomorrow. So like I said, I've been using the Sarasa dry pen. The clean color dot pen that I'm going to use today is the gray color. Actually, it's their platinum color. It's gray. Let's be real, it's just gray. But I've been liking this one as well too. Typically for like the whole week, I just take one pen and one clean color dot, and that's the only thing I will use for the week, as you can see from all of these pages. So yeah, let's hop right into it. So Friday is going to be a bit of a unique day for me. Today was my last day at my job, but on Friday, when you guys are watching this, I will actually be doing my actual official out processing. So that's where I go to like all of the stations at the main hospital, and they just like remove me from the system like I never existed. Just kidding, but it's kind of like that. So let's see, top three for me is, at least the top two are like my medication and vitamins. Always have to remember those. Let's see, vitamins, and then I'm going to stick with hydration for number 3, because I have not been doing so great at that. Like, not at all, really. All right, let's do, so the great thing about this pen, if you've watched my last few daily plan with me, is that you can write whichever way you want on this. You don't have to worry about smudging. It really is a great pen. There is no smudging. Like you can see, nothing, no smudging. It's fantastic. So there's my top 3. The next section is where I'm going to put my schedule. Now, the out processing process doesn't start right at my normal work day, so I actually get to sleep in a little bit. Am I actually going to sleep in? Probably not. I've honestly been trying to figure out what my new morning routine will look like. It will probably take a few weeks of me trying to figure it out, simply because I have been going to work at 7 o'clock in the morning for the last 7-8 years and now my workday starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I would realistically like to think that I could sleep in at least another hour, but I also want to now incorporate workouts and things like that, and I don't know how that's going to work, but there's going to be some trial and error, and it's going to be okay. So for tomorrow, at least, I'm going to put my morning routine at 6 o'clock instead of 4:30. I'm really going to enjoy this. I have had no issues with my wake up time being so early. Now, changing my wake up time, that's going to be the thing. I won't have to get up as early, and it's just going to take some adjustment, because even for me on the weekend, I wake up early. There's no like, I just don't know how to turn it off. All right, so we're gonna wake up at 8 or 6. Whew, I would be late if I woke up at 8. And then at 8 o'clock, I need to be at my out processing. And then at 12 o'clock, that whole process literally doesn't even take the full 4 hours, but they allow you 4 hours to get it all done. I'm going to have lunch with Jessie at home, of course. And then really the rest of the day, I mean, it's Friday. We don't really like try to put down a whole lot of like concrete plans because on Fridays, we really just like to relax. All right, so as far as business things go, so I actually have a few things. I will be, let's see, sharing this video. So share daily plan with me. And sometimes these little reminders help me because the day can just kind of get away from you. And when you're trying to share content, sometimes just writing down a little reminder actually helps. Speaking of sharing content, yesterday or last night, I was on a Clubhouse room. I'm not even sure what you call those spaces. So Clubhouse is a new platform, but it's only for Apple iOS users. It's really cool. It's almost like a podcast, like a group podcast type of thing, because you can't see anyone, but other people can join in, which is kind of neat. And yesterday I was on there with Britt from Planner Brit, Cynthia at Cynthia Plans, and as well as Plan with Laura, and Imani from the Imani Michelle. I always mix up everyone's IG handles, but it was so much fun because we were talking about pretty much how we go about our content strategy specifically for Instagram, and those type of conversations just like bring me to life because it's so great to see just how everyone does things differently based on where they are in their lives or what works for them, or how they enjoy creating content. And I just thought that it was really, really neat. I don't know if these things stay recorded like they would on Instagram if it was a group live, but stay tuned because we might do something similar on Instagram so that people can watch like the replay basically. It was a lot of fun. I love collaborating in that way with other creators, and just, yeah, it was great. Okay. So I got a lot of great tips and ideas specifically from Lauren at Plan with Laura, because I mean, she just blew me away. She's a wealth of knowledge with content creating. And like I said, everyone does things differently, but I felt like I took away so much from her that it just kind of gave me some things to think about how, what my process is like and how that might change with my new work schedule. So it's just some things to think about. I know I just babbled, but some of you guys have told me you actually like when I just talk on my videos. All right, so we're going to share that daily day this whole time. That's this whole time I wrote that. Okay, how can we cover this up with a sticker? Let's see. Oh my god, you know what, we're gonna just put the gnome here. That's what we're gonna do. This whole time I was talking and I just, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so daily day. I can't believe I wrote that. This is when I can't talk and write at the same time. All right, so we're going to go through some emails because I definitely need to respond to some business emails, respond to comments and messages. Still despising the message feature on Instagram, like your others folder. It's horrible. I wish that they would change it. And I have a podcast recording that I will be on at 7 p.m. So I've got to kind of remember that. It's going to kind of go into our movie night doesn't typically start till 8:30, so we should be good. But that is like super exciting. I don't know when it will air, but of course I will share when this podcast airs. Okay, so that's everything kind of for that side. On Fridays, over here on the right, I typically do like house stuff, errands, things like that. I try not to put too much on Fridays. Fridays should really be like a pretty relaxed day, or it could also be a day to play catch up. It just depends, but this week we've gotten quite a bit done. All right, so I need to unpack my work boxes. I packed up my office today, and now those boxes are in my car and they cannot stay there. Like if I don't get them out sometime soon, they will live there for months and months. So we're gonna do that. I also need to go through our mail basket, or I should say our mail pile. It has gotten kind of out of hand, and most of it is my mail because it's normally junk mail, but we kind of just pile it up, and I really just need to go through it and truly see if it's junk mail, purge it, organize it, all that fun stuff. And I'm kind of behind on that. I try to do it weekly, but honestly, it hasn't been a big priority. All All right. We also, oh, I need to put a little reminder. Hang on. No school. There's no school tomorrow. I'm not even sure why. I think I said this in the plan with me. I think it's because they would have had St. Patrick's Day here. Normally they get like 2 days St. Patrick's Day and the day after because St. Patrick's Day is such a big deal here, but things have obviously not been the same thanks to COVID. So there wasn't a St. Patrick's Day parade, all that stuff. So I think they kind of gave them Friday off because we didn't use it for any inclement weather type of things. All right, so there's that. Then we have to go order the corsage for prom. Oh my God, that is next week. That is next week. I feel so not ready for that. Oh my goodness, but we do need to get it ordered. The deadline is the 21st. I did see that at the little florist section at our grocery store because that's where we're going. There's a really nice like florist in Savannah, but it's like just way out of the way and it would be really inconvenient for going to go pick it up. So we're just gonna stay in town and order it locally. And I also need to work on a quick little grocery list. I just have to pick up a few things from the grocery store. Since we have gone to Sam's in the last week or so, we haven't had to do any big grocery pickups, but we do have to go to pick up like produce and bread, things like that we go through rather quickly. So I think that is all for now. I left myself a few extra dots just in case, you know, living on the edge. And then we're gonna put down some of these habits that I am really trying to nurture and make like legitimate, like stick to habits. And that is my daily delete. I actually mentioned this before, but I got this idea from Kendra Adachi over at the Lazy Genius Way. Is she just the Lazy Genius? And her book is The Lazy Genius Way. You guys know what I mean. She's very easy to find. A lot of people talk about her. But this is just a nice little reminder to go through whatever photos are on my phone for the day because Lord knows I take a crap ton of pictures. And it just gives me the opportunity to go through the ones that I don't need. When I post stories on Instagram, they auto-save to my phone. I know that that's probably not something that everyone does, but as a content creator, I do like that because sometimes you can repurpose the content or make almost like a carousel of stories, like follow-on stories where you just keep adding on more text, if that makes sense. So that's why I do that. But it also helps if I, at the end of the day, delete all the crap from my phone and start fresh the next day. Is it 100% deleted? Absolutely not. But it's all the junk that I absolutely know that I don't need. And then tomorrow, I hope to get in listening to a podcast. I can listen to that on the way to the main hospital where I will be out processing. And then I've been doing this thing where I have like one photo for each day, which is basically the one photo that I'm going to keep for the day that I'm probably going to print. And what I have been doing with those photos is putting them in like my Moxie Life planner in my weekly reflections space, and I can pull from those pictures that I've decided to keep, and it turns out so great. I love this. This was from actually a couple of weeks ago, and then here is the one from this past week? Yep, this past week, which I also love. I love using this space for this. It kind of gave me a break from doing all the writing out part of the reflection piece in the Moxie Life, plus I like this type of memory keeping, like simple, quick, to the point, like just a quick little recap of the week. So this photo reminder and habit is helpful because at the end of the week, it makes this so much easier. So just a little helpful thing, maybe if you want to add it to your planner, that could help you out as well. All right, I didn't use a whole lot of these stickers like I wanted to over here. Let's see, I've got, let's see. I want to use this meh sticker over here next to the out processing. I definitely want to use that one. I have so many samplers from Chrissy Ann Designs. I was like, I have to use some of these. And then, let's see. I thought that there was something in here that said like reminders, something like that maybe. Ooh, I do need to wash my masks. I should put that over here. See? These little stickers come in handy. That is definitely something I do on Fridays. I just kind of keep them all in a bag or like a Ziploc bag. It's where all the dirty ones go. And then at the end of the week, I wash all of mine. All right, there's that. And then I really think that that's it. I don't really find a whole lot of stickers very useful. Oh, no, I found another one for our movie night. Let's do that. We'll use a little TV here. I save so much from my leftover kits for, let's do 8:30 for this purpose right here so that I can use them in my daily. All right, there we go. There's my daily. I have sometimes, I know a lot of people have asked me about this space at the bottom. Do I actually use it? Sometimes there's a sticker there. Let's see, I have journals in here before. Sometimes that's helpful, but not always. That could be a great place to put some washi or whatever. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. I kind of like it as simple as it is right now. All right, that is everything for this daily plan with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything that I use, please feel free to ask down below. I'll leave links down in the description box. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're already subscribed, make sure that you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.